Welcome to the University of Belgrano. Today we have with us a special guest, my appreciated colleague, Alejandra Efrón. Welcome, Alejandra. How are you?
Very good, very good. Nice to be able to be presential.
We invite you to talk about the book that you co-authored with Brian Dwyer. I would like to know what is the key message? What was the approach that you adopted as a part of this book?
Okay, so the key approach was first, when we started writing it, we saw that there wasn't. We wrote it in English, really.
Oh.
And then we translated it because we saw that there wasn't many examples those days and not much literature in Spanish. So if you wanted something, you needed to do it in Spanish. The other approach that we did is that it's a practical manual. So it's a manual, it's not a book. So it's not so much theory, but it's like how to put it into practice. And in particular, how sustainability seen as a synergy between economics, environmental and social aspects of the whole supply chain. So how, yes.
As a part of the book, you have a key concept that is segmented supply chain. Could you elaborate a little?
Yes, definitely. When you put everyone in the same bag, as we would say in Spanish, then you don't reach any destination.
Okay.
So segmented supply chains is a concept that started around 25 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's a very well-known and applied concept. But in those days it wasn't. And what you do is to say, okay, we segment by purchasing behavior, by the behavior of people. Because at the end of the day, and this is very much on how I approach the supply chain, it's people behind the companies that will drive sustainability.
In that approach, how technology is changing behaviors, particularly nowadays that we have to adopt well-prepared or not so well-prepared the digitalization, just to say?
Look, technology has always been an issue for how do you behave first as the owner of the company or as the manager of the company. So for example, for my students, I place the new digital transformation together with a Charles Chaplin you know, modern times?
Modern times.
Yeah, so I explained there that, for example, you had, you know the one where he's eating, I mean, he's not actually eating, he's put into a chair and the whole food comes, and that was because technology wanted to get into what the regulation said that you needed to do. So you needed to have a time for the worker. It was compulsory to have the worker, to give the worker some time to eat. Okay, so how can the worker continue to do his job and I am giving food to him? So I'm feeding him, but he's still productive. So how can you get away with it? And that's where legislation comes in. And legislation has to be practical, has to be put in practice in a way that it allows all the different behaviors to answer to that legislation, and you need to put controls to that legislation. And so the way I see technology is technology will always be there. How we use it and for what do we use it is the way that I approach it. And if it is to make life better, well, then the legislation should catch up.
Okay, that's a reality. Alejandra, very clear the message. We will produce a second video. To all of you, thank you for your attention, and please continue with the second video of this section. Thank you.